Okay, so today we're going to be doing a core workout, so targeting the rectus abdominis, obliques, and lower back, and just a little bit of hip flexors. You know how we do, we're not going to be overloading them. And so the idea here is that we're going to be focusing on strength and isometric movements. So we're not going to aim so much for the speed of the movements, because here we're not trying to burn so many calories, we're just trying to build a strong core. So of course, building a strong core can be done by just doing compound exercises like squats, overhead press, standing movements. Just bracing your core will allow you to have that strength and endurance throughout these movements. But today we're going to be targeting the six pack and also the obliques and lower back, because sometimes we tend to just train one area and forget about another one. So here we're just going to take our time and target every single part of that core. So I'm going to stop talking, the workout is ready. I'm going to start the Gymaholic app and we'll get started right now. Okay, so we'll start. So jackknife, like this. You can do a V-sit, or you can do just high knee like here. The goal is really to throw your hands, but first activate your abs and your hands kind of follow the movement. Give you that explosiveness in your core. Make sure to control the movement and now round your back. Okay. So next one will be alternate side mountain climber. So you go into a plank and go side to side. Goal here, same thing, is to keep your neck relaxed, keep your back straight, and have your arms as straight as possible. So I think my watch is just being activating Siri right now. And just move it up. Okay, so next one, glute bridge. The glute bridge is of course a glute exercise, but also great exercise for lower back relief, because when you activate your glutes, you also relieve your lower back, and this entire posterior chain is necessary for your posture. So you know, when you work on your core, it's just building a six pack, you're also building a strong foundation for a good posture and also a stable foundation. Okay, so that's one section. We get 20 seconds of rest. Move on to the second section. So in this one, we really try to focus on the right contraction, not throwing our hands just because we want to finish the rep, but because the core is being activated throughout the entire movement. So next one, leg up crunch. The goal here is same thing here. You don't throw your hands forward, just help you follow the movement. The main focus here is your rectus abdominis, so the front of your ab. You try to keep your legs perpendicular, not too close to your chest, not too far away. Okay, next one will be ab air bike. So it's a great oblique exercise, but also isometric one, because you need to keep yourself from touching the ground with your feet. Also good coordination, so necessary for a lot of different activities. So keep breathing in every rep. You can't do this one if you're down, like I was about to do that. Just drop your legs and do obliques crunches. Next one, full plank bear dog. Same idea here. Keep your core as stable as possible. arms straight, legs straight. It's gonna build a strong foundation, not just in your core, but also in your glutes and on stable shoulders. So it's kind of a full body movement here. Take your time, spread your fingers. Every rep counts. Okay, so we got second section over. We move on to the third one. And just, okay, right here. For me, the full plank bird dog, one of it's one of the exercises that will allow you to build this entire core strength and endurance that can be transferred in so many movements, not just to build your abs. Okay, so next one, leg pull in. So a lot of hip flexors here and reduce abdominis. So the goal here is take your time, keep your neck relaxed, keep breathing. Inhale on the way out, exhale on the way in. And if you feel tired, drop your legs and then keep doing as many as you can with proper form. Okay, next one, plank hip roll, same thing. So here we're gonna go on our elbows and going side to side. It's gonna work on your obliques and also a bit of hip flexors and glutes, medius. If you focus on that oblique contraction, you should struggle to even do a couple reps. That's why I'm taking my time here. Keep the tension in. Okay. Next one. This one will be pretty easy, but really good for you. It's gonna be a vacuum. Inhale. Exhale. Try to hold it for 3 seconds. Exhale. Down. Always your nose. But the key to vacuum is really try to inhale not with your chest, but with your abdominal. It's called abdominal breathing. And try to do it just with your nose. Inhale, hold 3 seconds, and then exhale. It's a great movement to keep that gut in check, and also it will allow you to keep calm when you feel tense. And it's a good way to kind of like cool down. And when you use abdominal breathing, I'm gonna do a video on that, it will help you calm you down, like I said, you know. Very good for meditation and mindfulness. Okay, so next one, jackknife. Crunch. If you can do more, rest, and then you do the last one. Okay, next one, plank, side mountain climber. So keep yourself stable. Really spread your finger tip as wide as you can. Keep your palm down, your neck relaxed. Everything is supposed to be tight here. Glutes, core, shoulders, everything. Okay, next one, good. Really try to touch the ceiling with your hips. It's gonna make your abs relax, but that's why you need to give that extra push on your glutes. Don't let them rest. Try to be explosive. It's the kind of movement you need at the top of the deadlift. Your glutes are extremely needed for every movement. Any movement. Except like arm curls. Anyway, end of the first section. So we finished one round, by the way. So let's take the second round, end of the first section. 20 seconds of rest, move on to the second section. Next one, leg up crunch. Back flat on the mat, perpendicular here. Sorry, that's my back against the mat. But here you see I'm not trying to throw myself up. It's not as the velocity is not the same as a jackknife crunch. Here we really try to have the proper contraction, stay at the top for 1 second, release. Okay, next one, air bike. This one is my favorite, but the most difficult. So here, same thing, you're not training your torso back and forth. You aim for your knees, but if you can touch them, it's all good. The goal is to contract your obliques. A lot of hip flexors here, so if you're tired here, drop your legs and do the same movements without raising your legs. Next one, full plank bird dog. Try to keep your legs straight. It's very difficult here, you need to balance everything. A lot of coordination. It's okay, it's too difficult, take a break here and do less reps. The goal is not to do 99 reps, the goal is to do a couple and make them count. Do what you can with what you have. Some people will be able to do 10,000 reps, some people will do 5 reps, doesn't matter, focus on what you can do. And aim for that proper contraction, proper movements. The number at the end doesn't really matter. Next one, leg pulling. So here you can spread your arms as wide as you can. I like them close. Focus on the ab contraction and not so much on your legs, because sometimes it can get heavy. And if it's too difficult, help yourself here. Next one, plank hip roll. Remember, take your time. And just activate your obliques to raise your hips high. Keep breathing. Next one, vacuum. I'm not going to talk too much because I'm going to focus on my breathing here. All nose and abdominal breathing. So every time you're doing it, when you're doing that inhale, try to go a little bit deeper. So you get a little more. every time you'll feel a better stretch, and even you'll feel low back being released, kind of dynamically stretch from the front. So it's such a great exercise that we tend to forget about. That's why, you know, the cat-cow movement is really good, because it allows you to have that bend on your spine. Okay, so now let's go back to jackknife. I'm talking too much. So more velocity here. Remember, the movement starts with your abs first. Keep your neck neutral. You should feel your abs being extremely tired right now. Struggling. Okay, alternate side mountain climber. Spread your feet. You have to touch your elbows, but you should aim for them. Okay, next one, glute bridge back. So remember, it's as high as you can. Try to rotate that pelvis inward so you go a little bit higher. And keep your knees out. Don't let them cave in. Try to get a little bit closer to your butt. Get a better activation. Okay. So by the way, that's the first section of the third round. So we have 2 other sections and then we're done. So let's give your best. I'm gonna keep talking, but a little bit less because I'm starving. Getting tired right now. Anyway, leg crunch. Okay, next one. Leg crunch, up air back. Sorry, leg crunch first. There we go. And if it's too easy, you can put your legs a little bit forward, but I'm struggling, so I'm just going to keep them perpendicular. Next one, other back. So remember, it's okay to drop your legs here if you can't. Keep them high, but it's okay. Struggling. Woo! Oh yes. It's kicking my butt. Okay, full time rear dog. So you see I'm getting a little bit unstable on my left hip. Time. Even I'm trying to rush here. Loop right. That's it. Okay, so that's second section over. Move on to the third section before we have 20 seconds of rest. It's 120. I haven't ate anything. I've been experiencing with intermittent fasting, but not a crazy range, and it's working really well for me. So, but I'm starting getting a bit hungry. Next one, leg pull. Next one, plank hip roll on your elbows. Remember, keep your glute activated too. The goal here is really to focus on your obliques, get that V shape, the abs. There's so many muscle being activated here. Okay, last one, last exercise, last round, last everything. Get the vacuum. Okay, 1 second. So, we just finished the core workout. Hope you can see me. But yeah, took us 20 minutes, so not so long. But my abs are extremely tired. My hip flexors are on fire too. So I'm just gonna stretch. And then I'm gonna go for a run later. But thank you so much for watching. If there are some exercises you can do, or like I said, if there is in between the set, if you feel you're already tired after a couple reps, take your time, do some rest pose, don't rush it. The goal here is to really activate your core. Like you saw, even myself, sometimes I was struggling toward the end, and also there are some moments where I'm trying to rush, because you know, it's like you're getting close to the end, so you're like rushing, but that's not the kind of attitude you should get. So when you notice that, you readjust, come back to center, and remember that you need to take your time when you're doing the movements. But that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.